My name is Rachel Kreiser, and I am a association property manager. So we actually got the recommendation from one of our residents because she's had great experiences with Joyland for her job. So I figured it's always nice to find a new vendor to help out with things. So they had some aging roofs, and they got one set of them done, and they have 4 other buildings that we are contracted to get done next year as well. So we met with John Esch. He was wonderful from the start, very helpful.
So Rachel reached out to me and was looking for budgeting numbers to replace the roofs at Pickwick. They've got, I think, a total of 5 buildings there. So I went out, inspected all 5 of the roofs, kind of discussed with her which one was the worst, recommended which one to start with.
He came out to the property, gave us a really good rundown of what he was thinking as far as the age of the roof, was very open with myself and with my board members, which was very helpful. He then gave us a very detailed copy of what would be done to the roofs, the pricing breakdown to help with their budgeting for it. John also came to a board meeting and physically met with myself and the board members.
I always like meeting with the board whenever possible. So many times people get a roof quote and the numbers are so disparate, right? How do they know how to match what to what? It's nice to be able to, help them figure out, go in there, have a meeting with them, and kind of field those questions so that they can make an actual informed decision of A and B and C.
And once we were ready to get the work done, he made sure to give us a revised quote so that there weren't any surprises. The actual replacement went very quickly. It was done in about, I think it was 2 or 3 days that they were done.
On this job specifically, the rain and the weather was pretty iffy that week, and so it was a little tough for us to kind of dance around the weather while keeping the building dry. And that's really my goal going into a project, and just make sure first and foremost that no matter how much we take off or open up in a day, we can get it covered back in and be safe and dry before the weather hits.
I would say the ease of communication and the ease of getting the information that we need. Some vendors, you really have to be on top of them and really have to try and pick a way to get all of the answers that you need. But John was completely full transparency about everything, which obviously makes my job easier and puts a good peace of mind into the board members and the community as a whole. Most of the time, communication just goes through myself and the contractor, and even at that point, I could probably count on one hand how many contractors I've physically met with. A lot of the communication is email or phone calls. Also, especially cleanup and things like that, very efficient, very quick. I have not received any reports from any of the residents, either in that building or the rest of the community, that had any issues of finding nails or shingles. I already have another job that's getting set up at one of my other properties, and absolutely going forward, if we have any issues with roofing or gutters, I will absolutely get in contact with John or one of the other techs. And even the office staff, I've worked a lot with Taylor. She has been absolutely wonderful, very helpful. I mean, everyone has just been so kind.
I'd love to work with her again on this project. Hopefully, as the other roofs age over the next couple of years, we can continue to go back and provide that level of service that she's expected from us now that she knows how we operate.